Cancer, think back to what you were doing and what was happening around the time of March the 7th through June the 17th, because this is when Saturn was momentarily giving you a dose of what now until about February 26th will look like, all right? That's when Saturn was direct in Pisces for just a brief little second. But now it is again stationed direct in a fellow water sign, Pisces, pushing you to showcase what you've learned about yourself, your values, and your purpose over the last couple of months, all right? Saturn is the planet of hard work, discipline, all right? And it has given you a realistic eye to have a realistic view or a practical way of how to achieve just that, all right? There's going to be an emphasis on subjects such as travel, philosophy, higher education, wisdom, law, religion, cross-cultural relations, higher learning, just learning in general, and ethics, all things ninth house, all right, because that's where it's happening. So this could be bringing you some very big turning point decisions that will greatly impact your life, Cancer, all right? This could look like you finally publishing that book, signing up for that graduate program, choosing to connect with a mentor or someone that's just wiser than you that can help you learn something new that you've been kind of interested, that's piqued your interest, or something that you've already been kind of dibbling and dabbling with but want kind of a deeper understanding, all right? Either way, this is the perfect turning point to make the things in your mind and in your soul very real, Cancer, all right? So of course, as always, I'm going to pull some cards to get some additional insight and clarity about this energy, so that you can be best prepared and make the most benefit from this energy, all right, Cancer? So if you are a Cancer or you resonate with the Cancer energy heavily, no matter where you have Cancer in your chart, the readings on this channel can resonate for you, the messages, all of that, all right? So definitely make sure that you're subscribed and your notification bell is turned on so that you never ever miss an important upload, okay? But I said all that to say this, and I just caught 222. So all right, here's two big decisions, okay? Choices, all right? Turning point decisions, like that's just the vibe I feel, okay? But welcome, Cancers, welcome back to the Cancerian Vibe. I am she, the Boss Lady B. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys, make sure you check out my description box for all the important information that you may want to know, my website, social media handles, private readings, one-on-one sessions, all that good stuff is down in the description box below, you guys, all right? I be so flabbergasted when y'all like write a comment asking me about something in the description box, and I'll be like, it's there. I promise you it's there. But anyway, I don't mind. But just so you know, it is in the description box, okay? I'ma still tell you if you comment it. I'ma try. But do be aware of scammers, because they may lead you astray, and there's nothing I can really do for you at that point, okay? So it's just best to get the official link and all that good stuff down in my description box below. All right, but let's get into this energy. Like I said, we're gonna see what's going on now that when I love that this is the underlying energy. As I picked it up, I peeped this burdens. I feel like you're going to be able to lay some type of burden down, okay? So where Saturn may have been creating, and I'm not really going to say creating a burden, but more so establishing a boundary, which could have been kind of difficult depending, you know, different for everyone. We're all on our own paths and our own journeys, right? So there are things that are happening, but you may have definitely felt kind of like overwhelmed or anxious about things that were, you know, going on, or, you know, just even about your future going forward. So I feel like you're going to be able to lay that burden down now that Saturn has come out of being retrograde, and you're going to kind of be able to see movement, you know. So let's see. All right. What does Cancer need to know about Saturn going direct, Cancer, for Cancer Spirit. That's funny that that soulmate card tried to flip over right there, because this could definitely look like soulmate connections or fated connections, and not necessarily in love. I mean, it could be, but more so like really fated partnerships around working. So like I said, you know, people that are looking to like connect with someone wiser than you or whatever, this would be a really good time to kind of move forward with that. This could be like a creative project, a time of collaboration or something like that. So yeah, this could, you know, be open to the relationships entering your life, or, you know, moving to the next level in your life. All right. But what does Cancer need to know about Saturn being direct? All right. Okay. These are some new cards too. Saturn being direct in Pisces. I feel like you've done this. I feel like you've done this. I'm not going to take that either. I feel like you have done this though. Cancer, kind of that shadow work. That's the card. And then this grief card tried to come out here too. So it all kind of wraps around this Cancer, where I feel like you have maybe had to face some grief. This could be, you know, present or even past, that you had to kind of pull back up, or that came back up, but really kind of sitting across from yourself, exploring the depths of yourself. Saturn really pushed you to do that inner work, to really go within, to really, like, you know, put yourself on the couch and say, all right, what do you think about this? And really get down to the nitty gritty of it. And really maybe face some things that may have caused you grief as well. So, all right. Official shuffle for anybody that be having something to say about my shuffling. I can handle it, okay? But anywho, what does Cancer need to know about Saturn going direct in Pisces Spirit? Clear, accurate messages. So follow the spark is showing up. Why do I feel like someone is about to move? Ooh, okay. So why I feel like someone could, this could be the turning point that you're having to make about moving somewhere. It's given almost like you could, like, small town, you know, live in a small town or whatever, and want to like move to New York or LA. And I'm just speaking because I live in America, you know, whatever. But it just feels like moving somewhere that would be more beneficial or better for your career, whatever you're desiring. And I feel like definitely this could be ushering in a career change, because you may have gotten a spark, and it doesn't necessarily have to be something brand spanking new. Honestly, this could look like, you know, you getting a spark of inspiration that kind of allows you to better or grow something that's already in the works, right? But you've definitely gotten a spark, okay? And I feel like too, why do I feel like that's the shooting star? So you're gonna be able to kind of like make a wish. I feel like that's the energy, okay? It's a number 30 card too. So you know how you go through your Saturn return, and then 30 really does feel like the different birthday. That's what I'm saying. It's like it could have definitely been rough. That's why you had the burdens, you know, you were having to kind of deal with that grief. You had to let some baggage go. You had to go down deep, all right? But now this spark is gonna kind of lead you to your next place of destiny. I'm gonna read the additional message for this card. Let's see. It says, and it's I love that all of this red is here. It's a fire, but like this fire kind of energy, okay? But definitely it's a great idea, a fruitful passion, okay? So this is something that is going to produce fruit, okay? Abundance, inspiration. This card calls on you to take action towards your passion, all right? You are experiencing intense calling, all right, to test out an idea that could very well lead to your life's greatest work, all right? So follow the potential and trust your gut, Cancer, all right? And I do feel like this is something very big because of how the underlying energy is showing up. This sneaky, it's kind of giving like Seven of Swords energy, but more so like you're your own worst enemy, working against yourself, kind of self-sabotage, because that's what I'm saying. You could be you know, sabotaging yourself by not making this decision to make some type of move or take action. whatever this is, whatever this inspiration is, it feels really big. It feels like it could have definitely, like it feels like a big undertaking, okay? Because it could definitely feel scary. You know, it may put you in some type of limelight or spotlight, because it's giving like almost red carpet too, because the red is just like really deep for me, okay? But you could definitely be kind of like trying to run away from it, and like the message, additional message, this is an intense calling. It's like, you know, somebody blowing you up. They are not letting up, all right? You block one number, they get into the next number. It's that kind of intensity, and it's like you're running, you keep running from it. So, you know, and now that Saturn is direct in Pisces, you can kind of see, I feel like you can kind of see where you can make practical action moving forward and leave the self-sabotage behind. So you may have kind of recognized where you self-sabotage, or where you were running away from your true calling, and now you're going to follow it. You know what I mean? What else does Cancer need to know about Saturn going direct? What is Cancer? Okay. See, okay, inner child is showing up. Seek guidance is the underlying energy here. So some of you may have definitely, and I feel like this could definitely be like you, and I'm not laughing. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because it definitely resonates, but you could have definitely been, if you haven't already done so, this would be the perfect time to connect with, like, a therapist, or not even in the traditional way. So like working with an astrologer, working with a tarot reader, someone in the esoteric or something like that, to kind of help you definitely face some things around grief, around you know, trauma, inner child trauma that may have been something that came up. Because I feel like this could still be, it's not like you're magically cured now that Saturn, you know, it's not like you're magically cured now that Saturn has gone direct, but it could have definitely given you, like I said, a realistic way to be basically your best self. And so, you know, while you've been learning these things about yourself, going, you know, figuring out your path, figuring out your values, what you want to do, what you feel like your purpose is, like things have come up that you need to have addressed or address, all right? And it's a continuous journey. There's never an ending destination until you stop breathing, okay? So some of you could be, that could look like, you know, if you are already in this place where, you know, you've already made that move, this could look like some type of breakthrough in that partnership, okay? That partnership, this is a fated partnership. All the small, big decisions, whatever decision you make is just another stepping stone on your way to your destiny, okay? And I caught 1222. So you could be wanting to seek guidance about these upcoming decisions, because I feel like definitely the decisions are very transformational, like very turning point. But that's that energy of shadow work behind it too, where it's like, yeah, you're having to sit across from yourself, the dark parts of yourself, the innermost parts of yourself, and really address some things. But I feel like with this inner child showing up, now that Pisces is, or Saturn is direct in Pisces, I feel like you're going to want to lean into your inner child to help you follow the spark and your passion. This may have been something that that's why I said I feel like it's a big undertaking, honestly, too, because this could be something that you've dreamed of since you were a child, you know, coming around to. And I do feel like it's spotlight for somebody. I don't know why I'm getting this vibe. I don't know why I'm getting dancer. I don't know if someone wants to be like some type of dancer or performer or something like that, but it's like follow your inner child. Inner child brings about that creativity, you know, when you were curious as a child. And then also it's your responsibility to kind of parent your inner child now that you are the adult, parenting your inner child and kind of I'm going to say like promoting yourself to kind of do things that you would have wanted to do, to treat yourself how you wanted to be treated by the adults in your life when you were a child, you know? And so, yeah, some of you may even be seeking like therapy or guidance around issues, or I'm not even going to say issues, just topics of that nature, because it's not necessarily an issue. It's just, you know, something that has to be addressed, right? So, Let's see, I'm going to pull one more maybe. What does Cancer need to know now that... All right. And see, it wanted to come out too. Yeah, all eyes on you. And see, I'm getting this vibe of red. And see, like, she's in a red dress. Congrats on the feature, babe. Okay, so it's giving, like, you are the it girl, it guy, Cancer, for my Cancer males that are watching. But whatever this spark, whatever this passion is, like, I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that you should just, for sure, just automatically just go after it because it feels like a cash cow, or like it's gonna definitely be, you know, a new source of fruitful income for you money-wise. But, and honestly, I'm telling you, the money, I do feel like there's money in it, but what's going to be so satisfying for you is that you are doing what makes you happy, doing what would make that younger you happy. Okay, this is definitely the vibe of, like, accomplishing some type of dream, like long-term dream. Okay, that's what this feels like. Okay, and it feels like against all odds too. All right, so yeah, you could have definitely faced some things that, you know, brought you grief, felt rejection or whatever, but it's like now is your moment. Now is your moment. You are that. You are it. Like, all eyes are on you. So yeah, it's giving like you're in the spotlight. All right, people are seeing you. This could definitely even look like leadership for you, but whatever it is, it has you definitely in your bag. I get the vibe of like Ace of Pentacles from this, so it feels like a stable, like it's giving, okay, money trees. When somebody asks you, does money grow on trees, you can be like, yeah, in my backyard they do, because whatever this is, like, follow that light, follow that spark, because it's definitely going to be, I feel like, abundant for you in more ways than just financially. I'm gonna say that. All right, Ace of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like you have an idea, and this is this breakthrough moment now that Pisces, or Saturn has gone direct in Pisces. You're going to be able to kind of like build on these ideas where you may have felt like stagnancy, or feeling like things just weren't going anywhere, or where you were just kind of really heavy laden with grief or burdens. Like, this is where you're getting that shift, that breakthrough. All right, that clarity to kind of follow like your path is lit. All right, the star above has lit the path. All right, but let's see. Clarity on following the spark for Cancer, Spirit. So the Two of Pentacles, see, I feel like someone is going back and forth about this decision about following a spark. You've gotten some type of hunch. You've gotten some type of spark. You've gotten some type of new idea. Like I said, this could look like you writing a book, wanting to write a book, wanting to start a podcast, whatever. It's just like, I feel like you're going back. There's that energy of that sneaky, and you saw how she had the two fingers behind her back. It's like you're self-sabotaging yourself out of it, because you could get really excited, but then something like, you could get really excited and like take a step towards it, but then you might get like really scared and take a step back at the same time too. Like, there's this up and down, or, you know, maybe you think that it's just such a big idea that it seems unrealistic or something. But yeah, I feel like there's this energy of kind of going back and forth. You really want to focus on being flexible, Cancer, too, when you're following your spark. This could, like I said, this could definitely be like taking you places, different places. So you do want to kind of be flexible, be able to kind of let things go, let go of the past, let go of things that no longer serve the vision moving forward. All right, because death is here, the card of change. So I definitely feel like someone's life is changing, status is changing, and it's given definitely like moving to a big city, or like moving from one side of the world to the other, or it definitely does feel like a long distance. Okay, but definitely the story of like, if you've been thinking like, I need to go to LA for my modeling career, or I need to go to New York for or I need to be wherever else in the world for this is your confirmation for sure. And I feel like you've been like juggling Like, on one hand, you've been thinking about it. On the other hand, you've been talking yourself out of it. But definitely, I feel like making the decisions to kind of take action on following this spark is going to be super beneficial for you, especially in regards of physical resources, because the pentacles are here, all right? Following the spark for Cancer. Let's see. What does that look like for Cancer? So, yeah, 8 of Cups popped out, y'all. But see, the Empress, the energy of the Empress, I don't know. I keep seeing these big buildings, too. Like, you could have definitely been moving, like, leaving somewhere that didn't have a whole bunch of buildings or whatever to somewhere that's going, that has a lot of buildings. But the 8 of Cups, I feel like definitely there's this idea to abandon or leave something behind, all right, going a different direction. This is you seeking out and following your spark, your truth, following your north star, you know, following your destiny, what you feel, okay? And that could look like leaving something or somebody behind, all right? Leaving the home that you've known, the city that you've known behind. But see, even here with the, I'm seeing the buildings again, but the Empress came out with it too. Whatever this is, wherever this spark is leading to you, I'm telling you, definitely the confirmation of abundance, like fruitful, like this is going to be so good for you in more ways than one. And it's not just about the money. I'm telling you, you're going to have an abundance of just joy, peace. Like this is just a good thing to move forward. Okay. And it definitely does feel creative in nature, especially with the Empress showing up too. This could be a creative pursuit. So something definitely in the arts, like you could be acting, singing, dancing, whatever, something performative. I feel like you're going to be performing for people, like people see you. And, yes, the color red. Red is my favorite color. I don't know if it's y'all favorite color out there, but red is definitely here. All right. Showing up. Right, but here's this 4 of Cups in underlying energy, and I feel like this could be where you are, Cancer, where you may have been waiting on this turning point, still kind of bored, still kind of feeling like you can't get ahead, you know, kind of discontent, but also where you are kind of spacing or getting grounded and really helping yourself contemplate this spark, following this spark. All right, what does Cancer need to know about their inner child? Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, there's something about what you went through as a child, or something about your childhood that is tied to what you do for work or the skills and the talents that you have. And see, it was a blessing that you're kind of in this hermit mode. Sometimes Spirit has to kind of isolate you to get you by yourself so that you can focus on the things that, like, your values, your truth, you know, without any input of anyone else. Sometimes it's like that. And, you know, sometimes, you know, we think it's lonely. Oh, I'm being isolated. I don't have anybody, But Spirit is really trying, like, there's a blessing. It's not lonely, but there's a blessing in the isolation, because it's definitely giving you an opportunity to kind of hone in and focus and prioritize self. All right. And so that's what I feel like these past months with Saturn being retrograde have been. Okay. Hermit mode, where, yeah, you've had to go inward and kind of look at some things around your inner child healing. Okay. You may have definitely kind of withdrawn, from friends, family, you know, just kind of in search for self, you know, looking within. It definitely feels like, and see, there's that spotlight too, shining some things on it. But I feel like there's something that you did as a child, or you need to go back to what did you like to do as a child. You may have even like to color or something with art. I'm telling you, it feels very creative, something like against mainstream, against what society tries to teach you that you need to be or have to be successful in by their definition or whatever. But you're gonna, something that you realize, some type of revelation that you had around this, that Saturn brought up for you, is going to help you move forward into mastering some type of talent that you have. And that's why too I said, like, there's this dynamic of, see, like, older person or wiser and the less wiser. That's that dynamic of inner child. So this is definitely a time, if you've been thinking of getting like a mentor around your career, or going back to like school, like learning something around your career, definitely this is the time, like, to hone in on you know, like, your expertise, like making it relevant, you know, again, so refining it for sure too. But also I feel like there's something that came up or happened to you in your childhood that is definitely beneficial in regards to you accomplishing something. Here again with the Pentacles, we got the 2-8 showing up now. All right, so 8 is the number of abundance, and it's like, look, if you, once you leave something behind, or once you go in search of your truth, you find it. It's like what you go seeking, you find, right? Let your quirky side out. Somebody needed to hear that. Like, it's okay not to be... Because you know how, you see how everything else was kind of like showing up red, but this inner child is like blue. It's like, that's okay. It's okay to kind of show other sides of yourself too. What else does Cancer need to know about this inner child? About their inner child? What does Cancer need to know about the inner child spirit? Okay, see, 10 of Wands showing up, and the Lovers. Underlying energy. I do feel like this is speaking with the Lovers in this sense, this energy, it feels definitely like you're making a big decision, making a big choice. And this was something, I feel like this was a choice, or a very big choice. It does feel like a huge decision to make, Cancer. Okay, that's why I feel the 10 of Wands is here. But I feel like too, this energy is speaking of the obligation that you have to your inner child. It's like, that's how, if you want to know where your path leads, like, connecting with your inner child can definitely be beneficial to you. Okay, but I do feel like you want to be careful, mindful of, like, burnout around, like, you may have already be experiencing that. That's why I do feel like there's a need of maybe doing something creative, like maybe like coloring or something. Y'all, I got me some coloring books. I used to love to coloring books back in the day. So, you know, that may benefit someone too. All right, but why are all eyes on Cancer? All right, so Death wanted to show up here. There's that change. I feel like something about you has drastically changed, okay? Something about you has drastically changed. And I do feel like this is accomplishment too with Death, because, you know, endings bring about new beginnings. I feel like someone's about to congratulate you on a new opportunity. Someone too, I don't know why. It's like, if you like flowers, I don't know why I feel like someone could be giving you flowers or like a plant or a housewarming gift. That was random, but yeah. Why are all eyes on Cancer? Like, you've leveled up in some way that people can see, okay? Yeah, King of Cups is showing up. So this is Cancer energy at the peak, right? So this is where you are wiser, more kind of level-headed. You understand how your emotions can work for your benefit. Okay, but the King of Cups also definitely speaks about an advisor or someone wiser. So this could be another water sign that you connect with that is some type of even counselor, therapist, some type of way to help you kind of balance things. Okay, so this could be balancing emotions that you have, even from like inner child, and balancing all that's happening, because I feel like there's a, you know, sometimes even too, like, there are a lot of happy things that are happening, but they can still be overwhelming too, you know what I mean? But there is some type of ambition or goal. It feels like a very big, very, very big or very ambitious goal that you have had. And if you have stayed loyal, if you have grounded yourself around this, if you've been faithful to the work and continue to do so, I'm telling you, Cancer, you're going to be in your bag very soon. It's going to be fruitful. But that's only if you follow it. That's only if you've taken what Saturn has taught you over this time. And Saturn was, you know, Saturn is kind of like a strict parent, you know, kind of like tough love, okay? But it was definitely for your benefit. But I feel like Cancer, yeah, it's you may even, that's funny. But yeah, something about you wants to change like your identity to become the it girl. And that doesn't look like, I know that that word is or that phrase may have a connotation to it, but I mean in your way. And that's the biggest lesson. The it girl by your standards, by your way. The it guy for my fellas, my fault. But you know what I'm saying. Why are all eyes on Cancer? I feel like too, you're just pretty. Like the Empress energy showed up. It's like right now, you just look very appealing, beautiful. You're very attractive right now. So that's what, you know, that's what could definitely look. You want to be careful. The devil tried to slide out here, but I just definitely feel like you're looking very attractive. Okay, look, somebody Capricorn may feel like you're very attractive. Clarify all eyes on Cancer. Why are all eyes on Cancer? Look, the star. Cancer is the star of the show. This is the time. All eyes on Cancer. Why is all eyes on Cancer? King of Wands flipped out. So yeah, and I feel like I said, you're going to get some type of opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles tried to come out with it, but I feel like whatever this is, you're thinking that it's not practical, it's not reliable, it's not something that can be done or accomplished. I feel like that's the back and forth that you've had, Cancer. But now, because you've gone through these last couple of months kind of learning and going within and really doing the inner work, you're going to be able to kind of move forward in a different way. And this is going to be something that's going to be very reliable for you. This, you know, I feel like definitely the energy of hard work, okay? Hard work is a key word that's showing up, being committed to it. But the King of Wands showed up too. And so a lot of masculine energy, the kings are showing up. So we have the Empress, but then we had the King of Wands. But I love how in this deck it's still feminine. There are feminine women in the cards. So there is no gender like male, you know. We all have masculine, female energy. But anyway, this King of Wands definitely speaks of you making a big, daring decision. And I feel like being bold enough to kind of step into the spotlight, being in the spotlight, in some type of way, having leadership responsibilities in some type of way. All right, the fire, that's what I'm talking about, the fire energy in the red. Somebody may be like wanting to change their hair color to red, or like, yeah, put some red in your hair or something. Because wow, I just even noticed the flames in her like crown or whatever. But I'm telling you, yeah, whatever, look, I'm telling you, okay, whatever idea you have, and here's the red with the root, whatever idea you have, I feel like definitely Cancer, it's time to kind of like practically make it real, if that makes sense. Like now it's time to make that decision. It's time to make that decision to make it real, okay? I had wanted to, and see, fear is showing up here, the underlying energy. Do not allow fear to stop you. You're being, yeah, someone's being a little too cautious and fearful about wanting to follow this spark. And it could be because, and I love that strength is red. Okay, it could be because, like I said, you don't feel like this is practical or something, or like it can be achieved because it feels like it's that big of a goal, a big of an ambition. All right, but King of Wands speaks of being bold. The King of Wands speaks of doing things that others don't dare. All right, and being optimistic about it. I'm just gonna see the overall energy. We're gonna put the overall energy. So sadness, surrender, showing up. Sadness is showing up. Why is sadness here? It feels like it could definitely be bittersweet because, like I said, you know, there's going to be endings. There's things that you're walking away. There are things that you could be sad from. And I feel like, too, this sadness, and it's funny that it fell right here because there's some type of sadness that you may have experienced, or something that's coming up around something that you were sad about, or it could bring about that grief, right? That you're going to be able to transmute into something. Yeah, I feel like you need to it's like you're going to have some type of outlet, right? To express your sadness or your grief. and you're gonna, like, you may not even be intending to do it, but it could definitely be monetized. It's like, you know how the richest people, or, you know, sometimes artists or whatever, when they go through something, they paint like a really good piece, right? They get that inspiration, that spark from that sadness, and, you know, that's their most influential piece. But movement tried to show up here too. So I do feel like this is where, like I said, things could have been slowed down or kind of stagnant, because Saturn was, you know, teaching you some really hard lessons in certain areas, but now you're kind of getting the green light. So yeah, but I definitely feel like moving out of this sadness, because that's what we were kind of clarifying too, right? Oh, let me go ahead and wrap this up. Give me one more. Why is sadness here for Cancer? Just a little bit more clarity around that. So flow, and so letting it flow. Cancer, you may need to have a good cry, because I feel like letting your grief or sadness out is going to illuminate some things or really light your path. See, that's like that window or that door of opportunity. There's going to be some revelation around that, and I feel like definitely, look, moving into, that's what I thought that movement card was, the abundance card. So I'm glad it showed up. But, and I feel like, honestly, like around your coins, your pentacle, you're moving into a more comfortable life, a more comfortable lifestyle. All right, and it feels comfortable because it's you, right? It's you and your values. All right, let me just pull a card. Let me give you some advice during this time. Advice for Cancer during this time, Spirit. Expand your network. That makes sense. I'm telling you, it's time for you to connect. All right, link yourself into a network of people who can help what? Inspire you. It's all about inspiration. Okay, you can definitely gain inspiration from meditating as well, quieting your mind, allowing yourself to kind of let your emotions and thoughts flow. All right, but definitely, like, it's time. All right, and that's why I said too, you could be thinking about creating like some type of social site, or even getting on YouTube. YouTube is here. Like, there's something, you know, social media wise where you're gonna have an audience, okay? Or connecting with others and expanding your network during this time. One more for Cancer, advice for Cancer during this time. But definitely the time of like good and fated connections. So, all right. Cook more is showing up. Reduce the urge to eat out and cook more meals at home. This may be a time. This may be something that you kind of learn practically. You know, that you can cook your meals. That you do want to be more intentional, honestly, too, about what you're putting into your body. Because somebody, it's like you may have to do that. You may have had to be more intentional about what you're eating, or like what you're ingesting. Okay, but look, start a side hustle, never stop the hustle. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this thing is, it could definitely start out as, this could be something that has started out as a side hustle, but it feels like it's time to expand it. Take it to the next level. You're in your bag. And that card was a number 32 card. 3 and 2 is 5. I'm going to read the additional message for that. And then I'm gonna leave y'all alone, okay? But yeah, that, I love this because it definitely just gives Ace of Pentacles vibes. All right, it's definitely giving earth energy, but this definitely speaks of a new job, side hustle, a physical gift, direct deposit hits. All right, this card means there's an opportunity to make money. All right, the universe is dropping hints about where you thrive and money matters, and where you can make the greatest return on your efforts. That's why you're getting that spark. All right, it's up to you to take the opportunities that present themselves. And that's what I'm saying. Look, don't fumble. Don't go back and forth too much. All right. It's up to you to make the decision to take action toward that spark and follow it. All right. And I feel like that's your best bet. If you don't take anything from it. All right. If you don't take anything else from the reading, take that. All right. To the bank and cash it. All right. I'm going to leave it here, you guys. I really do hope that it resonates for someone and you found it helpful in some way. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, you guys. Like I said, check out my description box. Beware of scammers down in the comment section, because, you know, it's holiday season and people think it's hot. All right. But yeah, that's all. I love y'all. In the meantime, in between time, until next time.